Welcome to Exploring Your Society. I'm your host, Sean Bowman.
I'm your co-host, Bill K.
We have a kind of a little mix-up right now. Our guest is from the UK, and I think we have our time zones mixed up because they're not here right now. I talked to them earlier too, and they said they'd be here. I told them it was a 5-hour time difference.
That is
I
really
don't know if they fell asleep or maybe they'll be on in an hour. I don't know what, but I guess me and Phil will just bullshit for a little bit. I was even saying maybe we could run the Wildwood video that we just released. Maybe we could talk over it, and if anybody has any, wants to ask any questions or anything.
Yeah, absolutely. That'd be kind of. I wonder if there's a way I can get my chat screen up from my phone while I actually have our faces up on here. I don't even know if I can.
If you go on Facebook, you can. What's up, Luke? What's up, Jeff?
Okay. Alrighty.
The goat.
The goat. Oh, that's Jeff, I think, isn't it?
Yeah, Jeff and Luke are watching right now. Lori, what's up, Lori?
Lori.
Like I said, we had a little miscommunication with our guest. It's from the UK, so
yeah,
they're not on here right now. I don't know if they're going to show up or what's going to happen, but this can be a Q&A type of thing. Anybody has anything they want to talk about or whatever?
Heck yeah.
Talk to me and Phil. I was thinking about actually running the Wildwood video too.
Definitely.
That we released. We have another one coming out this Friday, so maybe we can do a little live viewing of that until we hear from our guest or see our guest or whatever. Maybe they'll come on at 8. I don't know.
Better late than never, as they always say, right?
Yep. Yeah, so Phil, tell us about yourself.
Let's see here. What do you want to know?
Oh, Tina's watching. What's up, Tina?
Tina, how you doing, baby? Excited to see you tomorrow.
Let them know what's going on Saturday this week.
We are going to be having our public investigation at the Ross House in Bel Air, Ohio. There's going to be 14 of us, not including the members of it, I think. It's going to be awesome. That place is absolutely amazing. It is absolutely amazing. Honestly, it's very well kept on the inside. It used to be a escape room. I don't know a whole lot of the details because my memory is not that great. But it's 2 floors. Yeah, 2 floors. And there is a huge antique store right next to it. And there's like a little small tunnel that connects to it so you can easily access it. And that antique store is amazing. It's very well kept. We didn't have too much happening last time we were there, but hopefully this coming Saturday is a lot better. And it's awesome. I mean, I like how well kept things get it, especially with like a night of trying to investigate. It's just a very cool place. And I'm excited to check that place out again. You guys
wants to talk about the Detroit Lions. Since the Steelers lost, I think I'd take the Lions. I want the Lions to win out of the teams that are remaining because they haven't won in forever and everything else.
Yeah.
No, that's Nick's team too. Nick loves the Lions.
Oh, Nick
Carboni.
Yeah.
Which, talking about Nick, first off, make sure you watch his podcast, Old World Paranormal Podcast. But I also just got the calendar today. He had a calendar made up with all like his favorite paranormal teams were actually the month of July. So that's pretty cool. If you want one of those calendars, make sure you go hit him up. So he can send you out a calendar. Obviously, you got to pay for it, but I don't know. I guess want to do a live viewing of the Wildwood video, I guess, because I don't know where the hell our guest is.
Go for it, man.
All right. So we're going to leave our mics on so me and Phil can talk about stuff. Anybody wants to ask anything about anything, well, just talk to us.
We're fine.
I got to remember how to share my screen here. I'm actually on a new laptop too. I just got a new laptop. So make sure I get everything.
And my laptop is getting repaired because I need to learn how to not fiddle with certain things, and it gets me locked in.
He was watching porn. Let's be real here.
I miss my damn computer. I really do. You don't realize.
So also, from what I understand, this entire town is a Native American reservation. So with that being said,
Phil, talk. Can you hear me?
A lot of deep rooted history.
I don't know how do I turn the volume down on that?
And the only other option is
Hey, y'all. This is Phil from Bump Into Night Society.
There you are, Phil.
Yay! I'm all blacked out. What the heck? You're currently at the Wildwood Sanitarium. Sanatorium, however the hell you say it. And what the hell is this place? This is
Salamanca.
Yeah, Salamanca, New York. First time being here. It's gonna be a fantastic night. And this place is absolutely beautiful. And yeah, we're gonna have a good time. And I really hope we catch some good stuff for all you folks.
I've explored every floor of this place so far, and it's creepy as shit.
Trying to find out how to turn the volume down on the
This place was
YouTube
built
channel. I don't know how you do it.
in the early 1900s, but I think it's older than that. I think they said something about the nails that were used to construct the place were a different shape than what they would have used in the 1900s. So that means maybe mid 1800s is when this building was actually constructed. So that makes it even creepier.
That's our good Fred Randall.
Put that fire up for like 5 minutes.
There's the volume.
Yeah.
Still hear me there, Phil?
You know,
Yep.
all the
And loud and clear, can you hear me?
in there now.
Yeah,
I'm going to tell you about John Griffin. He's
it's
he comes
Marcus.
here a lot.
Everybody remembers
I've
Marcus.
become really good
Used
friends with
to
him. I even offered
run
to help
Greenville
him. Like,
Manor.
if he ever needs it,
Rest in peace to
let me
that.
know. I'll help you.
What's up,
His
Matt?
brother actually committed suicide.
Good night, Jeff.
Oh yeah, they told us this
Thanks.
story.
And he
Anybody
was
has any
doing
questions about
experiment.
anything? Want to talk about anything?
Because he wants to talk to
We're
his
just doing a live viewing of the
deceased brother.
Wildwood Sanatorium
Somewhere in this
because
building, I think it's on the second floor, there is a picture.
our guest from the
Of his
UK
deceased
got his
brother.
time zone mixed up, and
In that picture,
we're
and
waiting for him to
you
come
can
on.
compare
So
all the when he was alive to this picture, it is him directly. It's his apparition
He
against
passed
the wall.
here, right?
I committed suicide somewhere.
what'd you say, Phil?
Yeah, I don't think it was here.
Okay.
And it had the mum thing on the pendulum.
Who passed away? Somebody didn't you say something about somebody committing suicide upstairs?
Yeah, there was a patient, they think, that committed suicide on the second floor.
I can feel it in my hair and everything.
Yeah. Later, check it out. They have the pendulum
I missed
up
it.
there in this picture.
Really
And
do.
it said mum in the pendulum.
Yeah, actually, with the Wildwood
And they
stuff,
compared it to
we have a
11
public
days
coming up
mum.
in
Yeah,
March.
the writing's like exact.
So if anybody wants to come to Wildwood with us, we still have some tickets available.
Told me that, I actually was a
This is
little-
in the basement of the Wildwood Sanitarium.
So I check on him every now and then. He visits.
Part 2 will be out on Friday.
about once a week.
Yeah.
So like this is
I got
kind
to
of
that night there because I was
almost.
like,
I think you've all heard
Just
this. It
with
can
the-
become very spiritual to some
the
people. So
one.
I always say this: don't be surprised if you talk to somebody.
You're breaking up. I can't
or
hear
you
what the
see
hell you're
somebody
saying.
out here.
Okay.
We kind of did that the first time I was here. We kind of had some stuff like that happen. Some very deep things happen to one of the other people that I'm really not going to say, but it was just
Yeah.
deep for him. He,
What's up, Alex?
Alex,
Yeah.
what's
Kind of
up?
out in public there.
Yeah.
So you kind of know a story about this place that
Facebook
I
users.
got to
Oh,
talk to
who's
some
who?
people that actually.
There's Katie.
Yeah.
Your man's on the TV, Katie.
For some people too.
Katie's watching right now.
Snooky Poo.
Yes.
Yeah, and electroshock.
Oh,
bathtub
sorry.
Yeah,
and stuff.
but
Oh, here
it
we-
makes sense. It wasn't like a.
You still keep like breaking up.
Oh. Yeah.
Katie said hi.
Yeah. Greens, yes.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
All right, I think it's time. We're going to introduce ourselves.
Yes.
My name's Mike.
Why am I?
I want to welcome anything. You can do anything. You can interact with
Phil,
me.
maybe try moving around that
Touch
room or
me,
something.
do
Is there somewhere that has
whatever
better
you
reception in
want.
the room,
All I
maybe?
ask is you come learn with me.
Thank
My
you.
intentions are
I
I
can
want to
try.
expand on the
If,
history of this location
Around here.
and get to know you.
Alrighty. If you recognize me, I've been here.
You see the girl tied up in the background.
3 years ago.
It's
I just want to say thank you for having all of us, and I hope you can find it somewhere to communicate, which you
better or-
obviously just did.
Right now I can hear you. You're not breaking
Tell
up,
you the
but
same thing. You're allowed to speak to me, touch me, do whatever you want, but you cannot come home with me as well.
anybody watching right now want to come on as a guest? We could have a little surprise guest. I could send somebody the link.
Yeah.
Who is here and what your story is, and I don't know.
Anybody wants the link to come on, let me know. I'll send it to
That's
you.
it, I just- I
Yes,
just
we
here to
like
learn.
friends.
Hi, I'm Ryan. This is my first time inside. the
Ryan's
building,
gonna
but
be
I
on
have been
tomorrow.
outside before, so you may
Ryan's
have
one of our
seen
camera
me out
guys.
there. I'd
He will
love
be
to hear
graced
from you
by
tonight and learn
money.
more about you. I
So-
will be running a piece of equipment later tonight that will show you to the world live if you want people to see you or have a story to tell. So
I love-
I hope
like-
you'll take advantage of that. Thank you.
Right. Introductions to everything too. It's fantastic.
Sean here. That Studley muffin there.
Here to have a good time. And
What's that?
So look at that stud muffin on the screen.
That beard looks big too in the dark.
Hi, I'm Jen. I said hi to you upstairs, but I'm here to talk to you. You can touch me as long as it's not in a negative way. Don't scratch me or anything like that. You can't follow me home. And I also want you to know that I'm a goofball. So if you see me dancing or anything like that, it's not disrespectful. I'm just having a good time.
Anybody that's just
Happy to
joining
be
us,
here.
we're just doing a
So,
live
I hope that you communicate with us so we can learn more
thing
about
with the
you.
Wildwood Sanitarium video from
Hi.
last week or whatever. We're gonna be having a new one out this Friday. We're supposed to be
have the opportunity
having.
to
What's up, Jeanette?
be in this
We're supposed to have
see where you guys reside.
dimension devices on. They're from the UK,
Really
and I think they got their time zone
try
mixed
and
up because
hopefully communicate with you
there's a
tonight.
5-hour time difference,
I
and
will make myself an open book.
they're
but
not here
please
right
do
now.
not
So
attach to me,
I don't know if they're going to show up a little bit later or what.
I'm Phil. It's an honor to be here tonight. I
Look at that.
do say that you
That
also
creepy son of a bitch.
I do wish out of all respectful as well.
I look
I'll be
very
respectful
creepy though,
towards
right?
you, and you are not left alone with me. And I do hope to
I look like
learn
one
more
of
about
those
you tonight and to
movie with
have
clothes.
a fantastic night here.
Sean made a lot of focus. Hi,
There's Randall, another camera guy of ours.
To be on your land.
Operation Graveyard
Appreciate it. I
is
hope you learn
Randall's
a lot about
YouTube
this place.
channel.
Seems to have a lot of
Yeah.
good
Check him out there.
history behind it. That
He's going to be with us this Saturday too at Ross House.
please feel free to interact with me as much as you would like tonight, just not in a negative way. You do not have permission
Randall's-
to follow me home.
I'm still
and
very
I hope to have a great experience.
about that one thing at
like that.
And I was driving around
So that's-
to go.
Dude, you're
to
still
the
breaking up like
store
crazy.
because we got here
Really?
so early, and by the shed,
Yeah.
I saw like this black
I wonder if like if it
mass, like a body, like a human, but like it was like I saw it and then I closed my eyes. for a
Maybe-
second to blink, and
Are
then
you near the window? Maybe try going to the window.
like,
Maybe it'd be
I've been seeing,
closer,
like-
better reception by the window. Maybe I don't know.
like the last month or so. So
Oh,
I don't
sorry,
know.
I window.
Yes, so I don't know what that's from.
Like I don't know. Is like the cell service? Is there somewhere good like in your house that you use it, or I don't know.
My reception here is
So
fantastic. I
Katie
mean,
is upstairs right now, and
I don't know if it's just because I'm
so
using this
so
on
you guys
my
know who she
phone
is.
instead of my computer.
She
But
has an ability,
here,
and she will not go someplace else I want to go, but she'll just sit and just take in the energy.
Think.
So right now she's probably she has her notebook.
Let me see
For
if I
people that are listening, is he breaking up for you guys, or is it just me?
So if she writes anything down,
Am I normal for you, Phil? Am I breaking up?
No, you sound perfectly fine.
That have come true. So
Okay.
really
Yep.
weird things, you know. Think about it.
Any better? I'm in my bedroom right now.
Mind yourself, she might
Right
say
now
something
it's
that
okay.
gives us
Okay.
Next to one of us, and she might not be able to point out. who
I don't
it
really
is,
notice it until you
but
start
she's
talking
got
like a
this
lot,
thing
you know.
in her own head.
Yeah.
So let's go.
I keep hearing something over here.
I don't know, man.
There's something back here. Can you make a
I
noise?
tried chilling in my bedroom and
Hit something. Let us know that you're here with us.
see if it gets better or gets worse. It's actually let me
There's a ping
bring
pong
in
on
a
the
little
cup here. Can you
hold out
knock it
chair.
over?
You seem
Now,
good right there.
right here.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, you seem to be all right now.
Okay.
Sorry,
I'm experimenting.
cat, right?
Yes.
Alex said you're not breaking up.
So my
Oh, good.
Is he hasn't been breaking up the whole time?
face tracking
Mhm.
on it, and I have that mode on, and it's picking up something
See here.
behind your.
She said you're good. I think you're good right now.
People have seen
Awesome.
stuff in there. We saw like this
Yeah.
video.
So this is the basement of Wildwood Sanitarium. We were doing a triple Estes, which for anybody who doesn't know what Estes is,
Wow.
the sensory deprivation type of thing. You put headphones on, you put a blindfold on. Like say Phil had the headphones and the blindfold on.
Someone in the
Um,
room back there.
I would ask him questions and he would answer
Can you
me
let us know
through
you're
his
back
spirit
there?
box.
We mean you no disrespect. We just want to interact.
I'm not the greatest with the SD's method, and usually Sean, Mikey, and Jennifer are fantastic at it and Troy. But
Feels like they're static.
slowly,
I'm sitting back there trying to figure out. It's like,
how
it's like
going
anything.
down
like
5, 6, 5, 6,
5. Yeah.
but it is pretty
wow.
really good at
Right on your neck.
doing.
See what
Sean
I mean?
had a situation at Lizzie where his voice went very gravelly.
Hey, Marcus,
Huh?
try to sit down.
Hey, go ahead.
It was nuts.
It's like static. It's like a static charge.
My
What are you
stuff-
talking about?
Feels like almost like
Tim
Big-
Lizzy or?
and it just
Oh, no, I was like
It
saying
was
like
a different.
we were at the that one night. Drove, yeah, you did the SD method. And
So for those of you who don't
Broke that thing. Then kind of had like your voice like went away, and it was like it sounded like a heavy duty like
doesn't really
kind of voice.
experience a lot, but when he
It was
does,
nuts.
it's very pronounced.
feels nice on my butt.
Who said that?
Mhm.
That's so funny.
That's what she said.
Nope. I think I lost you.
Made you. No, we're still there.
Oh,
I just changed the layout.
Is there too many of us down here?
I'll put us on
For
the
you?
bottom, I guess. There.
there we go. Nice. How you doing tonight?
Anybody be a surprise guest? Send me a message. I'll send you the link.
Yes, yes, we like that.
Yes.
This is weird. Okay.
And
we did it at Bell Mansion. Kalani's the one that showed us. I just talked
Hopefully
to him
everyone's
earlier in the Snapchat.
warm.
And I'm like,
We're in the
doing
burp.
it. I'll credit you. He
It's
was
been
like, it's
freaking
awesome.
freezing out.
And it was like
Weather
really cool.
not very
We got crazy stuff.
good too.
So in theory, we could talk to 3 different spirits at once.
My
Sometimes
God.
they talk to each other too.
No, that was my. Was that
They
me? Or?
called me out on several
They
occasions.
were finishing
about
each
things.
other's sentences.
Yeah, it was
I heard that.
There's Troy and Jen.
Yeah, man.
We just heard
Marcus.
Like it was another room.
Green for yes, red for no. Is there anyone back there that wants
There's
to
Mikey.
interact?
Mikey.
back of the place.
If anybody is interested, like Sean mentioned, you're more than welcome
If you're
to
back there, can you
join
hit
us
that blue
here.
light to let us know?
if you would like to. So don't be shy.
Matt said Marcus is a butthole.
Marcus is funny. I still remember one day in the Bel Air house, I was in the basement doing the Estes method, and I
How
shouted
long have you been here?
probably with the most crystal clear like name I've ever heard through the damn headphones. That was pretty freaking awesome.
Who? It's me.
Can you tell us what your name is?
Bueller.
Marcus.
Oh,
Everyone calls me. Everyone
forgot
calls
about
me.
that.
Did you follow me here?
Yes.
What do you want with Marcus?
I can see you.
To sacrifice him.
What's up, Mike?
Can you show us? Can you show
I
yourself
don't
to
see,
us? Are you able to
I don't
show
see
yourself in that
any
mirror?
names. I see Facebook users, but I can't tell you.
Anyone?
Hold on. Did you just hear that?
If you watch it on
There was just a disembodied
from the
voice.
Facebook group, it'll tell you who's talking. That's what I have my phone over here on the side.
Okay.
Hey, what's up, Cindy?
Cindy.
Cindy's on. Ross
I
House.
swear I heard it.
What up?
I
Here?
heard a voice too, but I thought it was from my device.
It sounded like it was over here.
I didn't hear it.
The Bel Air
That's-
house.
Okay, so
That's Jeanette. Yeah, Bel Air's pretty cool. We go there every year.
what time is it?
We have our Thanksgiving event there the last 2 years.
Oh, yeah.
Ross House, we're gonna be this Saturday. There's
Oh my
Cindy right
God, is
there.
it cold on me?
We are sold out for our public.
Whoop, whoop.
I just felt like cold blowing on my face.
How many
That was
tickets?
Marcus walking past.
Oh no, you just said 14.
16:30 on that.
Stormy.
Okay.
There's 16
Or
altogether.
Did I hear you?
Sorry, that was mine. I apologize.
Can you tell us your affiliation with this location, please?
Do it.
Should have had Cindy come on.
Hey,
You wanna come on as a guest, Cindy? Our guest that was supposed to be on tonight was from the UK, and I think he has his time zones mixed up because he didn't show up.
yes. Step in.
What's your last name?
That's why
babe?
me and Phil are just doing a little watch thing right now.
Yeah.
Jeanette said she'll be doing the Conjuring House in
I
October.
actually heard
That's
you.
pretty cool. I've never been there. I do want to go there. It's on the bucket list.
Yes, that's
I
in.
said- I said try.
That's in.
That's
not
two
gonna-
burns.
I can't remember.
Dude,
Was there a fire at this location?
Harry.
you're talking about me? I was just looking at her. Like,
Oh yeah, your
Yeah.
arms are really standing up.
Do you
I
think
mean,
Marcus is hairy?
look, goosebumps and the hair just standing
85.
out.
Woo.
Anyone born in 85?
What is 85?
That's one thing I never actually got whenever I was doing. I never got like
Yeah,
the
maybe.
or
We'll have to
anything.
look that up.
What's that?
I never got like the
Did
goosebumps.
anyone die in the fire?
There was one night at some place I felt like a bit of a tap on my head after I shaved it that day. It was weird. I don't know if it was at their house
Put
or
it in.
Bill.
Put it in.
I've gotten goosebumps a couple times. Places usually like it's like you could tell in some rooms if it feels off or something. End up getting the goosebumps.
Oh
How
yeah.
many fingers?
Troy. Oh.
Oh boy, shit.
Medical. Medical procedures were done
Yeah.
here. Right over in that.
Were you a patient,
I was
a
Marcus
nurse, or a doctor?
House. Are they gonna be there at all, or?
I don't know what you said.
Oh, you know if
What'd
Marcus,
you say?
Marcus and Katie are going to be at the Ross House or no?
We don't mean you any
No, they're not gonna be at
disrespect, we
Ross.
just want to know who we're interacting with. Can you tell us, were you a patient, a doctor, or a nurse? Wait.
Oh.
Sounds like it said gobble gobble.
You should bring Jen on.
What's that?
You should bring Jen on. See if she can hang out with us.
Jen's not here right now.
Oh yeah, where's she at?
Dave's last name?
She brought her daughters
Do we know
to the
what your
mall or
last
something.
name is, Dave?
Oh. I don't know.
Did you die here?
Uh-oh.
Look outside.
Is there a window to the outside?
I don't.
There is over here, but you can't really see.
Can't see out there. No, hold on. You want me to look outside? Wait, hold on. There's a window. Hold on.
That just.
Yeah, we'll be live a few times this week. Tonight for this podcast. Tomorrow we'll be live with Ryan. This Saturday for our public. I'm sure we'll be live at some point. Probably on TikTok, possibly on Facebook.
Oh my God.
And I find TikTok account. Thank goodness.
No, it feels scary.
You got that on camera, by the way.
Yeah. I always love B-roll.
Sorry about that, man.
Are you somewhere else in the house?
How do I go on? Who said that? Oh, that was Cindy. Yeah.
Oh, I can send you the link through Messenger, Cindy, if you want it.
Wait.
What part of the house are you in?
Sorry, it was just some weird music playing.
Boss or something, it sounded like him talking. No, it said shh.
Cindy, if you come on, I'm very
If we
excited.
get quiet, can you make a noise somewhere down here?
Do it.
Yeah, I'm going to try finding the link. Hold on 1 second.
Randall looked awesome. He looked like a a really badass golf dude at a freaking concert. I got to go to one of his shows soon, too.
Yeah, Randall has a show this Friday.
Yeah.
Anybody wants to go see Randall and his band, Feast on the Fallen, this Friday at Hard Rock Cafe.
They're not calling it.
Yeah.
Cindy, I sent you the link, Cindy, on Messenger.
They don't really understand what's being
Yeah, they're not gonna call it out.
Unfortunately,
Dave,
it's
Hey now.
right in my friend's birthday.
Dave, what's your affiliation with this location?
Cancer.
Dave, did you die of cancer? Were you here? Were you getting treated?
Dave, can you say your name to one of the other people with headphones?
Shut up.
He keeps saying Dave.
Yeah.
Dave.
Friend of
Yeah,
something.
we kept getting Dave. Like, it wasn't just me. Like, later on, Dave was coming through, too.
Devices?
Which I don't know if Wildwood has somebody named Dave or what, but we got Dave a few
Go through
times.
Troy's headset.
Yeah, I was going to ask
Say
that.
your name.
Range. I don't know.
Part 2 of this video will be out on Friday, 9 o'clock on YouTube. Anybody wants to check it out? Oh, there she is. Oh, surprise guest.
Cindy. How you doing?
What's up, Cindy?
Hey guys. Yeah, don't judge the look right now. Okay, I'm a mess.
That's awesome you could come on. I mean, especially because, like I said, we were supposed to have Dimension Devices on from the UK, and I talked to them earlier, and we have a 5-hour time difference, and I told them, it'll be, midnight there, it'll be 7 o'clock here, and then, I don't know, they never showed up.
Oh,
But it's
that's
good because
okay.
we have the public with you on Saturday, so that's
Yeah.
good. We can promote that.
I'm looking forward to it.
It should be a good time.
It's been busy. It's been active. So I hope that we have a lot of activity when you guys come.
That's Matt that just said hey.
Hey, is that, like, Now, is that because like the winter's been really brewing with the activity, or is that just?
Am I having a hard time hearing you? Hold on a second.
Yeah, I'm on.
Is he breaking up for you? Because he was breaking up a
Yeah,
little bit
he is
for me.
breaking up a lot.
Huh.
Okay.
Dang it.
Yeah, I couldn't hear what you said.
Oh no, I was actually asking since it's like winter. Is that because of the amp ups or just I always wonder with like certain weather conditions. Obviously, with like a thunderstorm, it amps up, and now it's winter, so.
Yeah, well, I don't. You know what? I could tell you that the last two groups did not use pumps. They don't like it because they said it interferes with a lot of their stuff. So, but if you look at the boards, the last boards that I posted, you'll see what all they caught. It was some crazy nights.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
One person in the master bedroom got pushed off the bed. That was a little shocking.
wow.
When I posted the board, I didn't realize it. I didn't read it all the way through, I guess, and I was a little shocked.
Was that a male or female?
Female.
Female.
Yeah, male. Well, there was two people in the master bedroom. I think it was the female.
They got pushed. Okay.
Yeah.
Because that's supposed to be Sarah's room, right? Is that what it is?
No, that is Fred and Marie's room.
Fred and Marie. Yeah, I should remember Marie. That was my mom's name.
Yeah, but there's been a lot. It's been busy. It's been active. So,
Yeah, I'm excited too. That antique store right next to it. I fell in love with that once I walked in. I think the place is massive. Like, holy crap!
And you don't know it when you look at the outside. You think it's just a little, just a little place. But little by little, throughout the years, my family they just keep adding on. I mean, they're not going to do any more, but that's how it got the size it is. They just every couple of years they would add on another addition, then they go up. Yeah.
Now, was there always like paranormal activity there, or did that just start more recently, or
in the store?
In the storehouse in general?
Oh no. Well, here's the thing. We buy out of states. We buy out of states every week. We're looking. Or buying. And when somebody passes away, I mean, they call the barn. And with a lot of that stuff, I mean, we're buying the bed that these people passed away in. I mean, we're buying their furniture. We buy out the whole thing. So sometimes, people come with it. But it's like a hotel, they come and then the thing gets sold and then it goes to somebody else.
Yeah.
So it changes a lot in there.
Oh heck yeah! How it took you? I'm sure it took you a while to kind of clean everything up in there too. You said that every piece of furniture in there was dusted and cleaned off and all that stuff.
In the store?
Yeah, I think that's what you mentioned. I don't know.
Well, every time something comes in, here's there's a lot of rules that you have to follow when you have a used furniture store. And one thing is anything that has material is inspected. And there's a certain spray that has to be sprayed on it because you don't know how these people lived, and so we have to spray this stuff, just to make sure there's no bed bugs or whatever, and and it kills anything.
Yeah.
So and then everything gets dusted. But and it's funny because sometimes it, like when we put some stuff up there, sometimes it'll feel a little heavier than other times.
Mm-hmm.
But it's interesting, but it's always been like that.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, that's probably the only antique store that I actually love going into now. Because other ones I've seen, I'm like, I think it's like so massive, and it's very cozy in there too. It sounds weird saying it like that, but it's very comfortable.
Now, have you ever went around to like the store with like a K2 meter and just try to see if you can get a reading off any objects or anything?
No.
I've done that before at like Goodwill before. I've brought like a K2 in with me and like went around and tried to see if I can get readings off of objects.
Did you?
Mm-hmm.
No, we've never done that. Usually when I come in, I go in and I help Rick out a couple days a week. And when I'm there, there's always somebody stopping in, or the phone's ringing, or, it's just, I don't do it. I really don't. But now what I have done recently, and this was after I had that experiment, I did put a cat ball over where my dad used to sit all the times, just to see if the cat ball would go off over near his area, because my Chris picked up my dad being over in the house, in the Ross house.
Okay, yeah.
I was shocked. My
Yeah,
dad always said he'd be back. So
That's cool.
anyway, it's kind of cool. But the cat ball, it's only gone off a couple times, but I don't know if that was actually him. It was just a sporadic thing, and it could be somebody moved or somebody bumps. So I'm not sure.
So
But I don't usually mess around with it in the store.
Yeah.
What's the craziest story you've had at the Ross house for you personally?
Say that again.
So what was the craziest story you have from the Ross house for you personally?
Oh, the thing that happened to me?
Yeah.
Two things. We were doing a public investigation, and this was last year. And I had stuck my hand out, and I had asked Anna to touch my fingers. And I just wanted to feel a little tingly sensation. And I felt fingers going through my hair.
Oh, wow.
I jumped. I mean, I did not expect that. It scared the shit out of me. I jumped and I ran up those damn stairs. And I'm telling you, fat girls can run, because I was gone. And everyone kept saying, "Don't run, Cindy, don't run." But that scared the living shit out of me.
Yeah.
I could cuss on here, I hope.
Yeah. You can
okay. So anyway, that was one scary thing.
Oh, man.
The other thing that happened to me was at the top of the stairs of the Ross house. I was with my sister. I was showing her the saloon, what we called the saloon room when it was escape zone. And we heard a bang downstairs. We came out of the room. We thought, we'll go ahead. We'll go downstairs, see if something fell. And when we got to the stairs, there was a big face. And I say a big face only because all I saw was a face of a man. It looked big, but I don't remember seeing a body. And we ran into the store, both me and my sister both. Yeah, that's the two scariest things I've experienced. But I don't hang out there a lot. Okay, when I'm working, I rarely will go over there. If I got to clean, or if I got to dust, things like that, I'll do that. But I don't like hang out there.
Yeah.
I still get a little creeped out. Not like I used to, though.
Is that the first place you had experiences, or have you had them at other places?
Oh, no. That's the first. No, there was the first place at the Ross house. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I never even thought about this stuff before.
Yeah. Comment, the girl that you said that got pushed off of the bed or whatever. I bet that changed her entire perspective on things.
Oh my gosh,
yeah, it's
that's
great.
Awful.
Add on,
that would scare the daylights out of me.
All 7 lives out of 9 used. Crap. Because it's like you're just being forcibly removed from something, against your will. You're like, holy shit,
Oh dear. But it's fun. Sometimes it's fun. You know what I mean? I've gone in there a few times when I just want to get away from the store, or, I'll go in there and I'll have a quick, like if we order pizza, so I'll go in there and eat a couple pieces of pizza, and I'll just put out a meter or a REM pod and see if Alfred will talk or something like, or Marie will communicate. I've recorded a few of them.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Really, really cool.
You got any EVPs from there at all, or?
I don't have one of those.
You don't have a digital recorder?
Uh-uh.
Okay. Yeah, I actually
No.
I got a new Zoom for my birthday for my daughter. I'm gonna bring it this weekend. Hopefully, try it out. You
Huh.
can actually have the live listening on it and everything too.
Yeah, I have a tripwire. What do I have? I have a tripwire, a REM pod. Well, I had a lot of cat balls, but they're all dying on me. What else do I have?
So, what's your favorite piece of equipment?
Well, I had I bought an SLS camera off of Mike. I used it a few times. I had fun with it, but it's not working now. I got to get it fixed. You guys can it says my kinetics isn't hooked up or something. I don't, if you guys could recommend somebody that
Are you talking about
works on.
Mike Mowry or
Yeah,
a different Mike?
yeah,
Okay.
it was
'Cause, I mean,
working,
he'll
and
be
then
here this
boom.
Saturday. I don't know if he knows. Maybe he knows something about it, or
I don't know. I hate to ask him, but if you guys know of anybody who works on that stuff, or I want to get it fixed because I was having fun with it. But that's all the equipment I have. I don't have a lot of equipment. That stuff's expensive.
Yeah, it is for sure.
I don't like to spend the money on it, nor am I very good at some of them. So, I'll just stick with my digital voice recorder myself, and that's about it.
And even those things are expensive. But little by little, I'm getting some things together.
Yeah, it's just things are gonna happen if they happen. It's like I like Ouija boards now. I know some other people aren't into them, or I think those are pretty cool. And I used to be really against those for the cliched, notoriety that they get.
They
But-
do get a bad rap. I mean, I have one in the house that if somebody, wants to use it, I don't feel myself that it's anything different than any other or calling for spirits. I mean, that's my own opinion, and people will tell me I'm wrong, but it's my opinion.
Yeah, as long as you enjoy using something, if it makes you happy, go for it. That's how I view it too.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. Now, this has been a little over a year, and I've met some nice people. I'm enjoying myself.
Oh heck yeah! It's just a fun thing to do. It's just I think what's so great about it is just meeting all the people that you've met. Who come in and check your place out, these conventions and what have you. It's just
the
awesome.
conventions are fun for sure. Especially, Cindy, you haven't been to Gettysburg at all, have you?
No,
that one's like it's like a big party basically, the Battlefield Bash, and one at Mansfield too. Paracyclone. That's a really cool one too. We always have a good time there.
I've only done a couple so far. I had a good. I see. My problem is I can't get anyone to go with me. Right? I mean, all my friends, they are into other stuff.
Yeah.
But not into this, and I can't get my friend Helen to go either. Helen, who has the crystals, she won't even go with me, only because she doesn't, she don't like to be away from home too much.
Homebody, all right. Hey.
So,
yeah, it does happen. It's just, I think the only thing that's hard for me is just the money that you have to put into lots of these things. I mean, the time isn't the hard part at all. It's just trying to save my money and get things I gotta get the car taken care of, and got rent.
Oh yeah, just but it's a good time. I mean, I'm always interested in what people do for a living. Just what they do outside of this, and I've made some friends. I've made some friends. I've always was social anyway. I mean, I was a executive host in a casino for years and years, and but I'm still out, I'm still talking to these people. I'm getting to know these people, and it's been good.
Oh, heck
Cindy,
yeah.
that's Nadia that just said that. My daughter. Thanks for having us throw us out. You're very funny.
What's that?
That's my daughter Nadia that just commented right there.
Oh, I can't even read it. I don't know what's going on.
Just thanks for having us at the Ross house. You are very funny, is what she said.
I'm still
Well,
remembering.
my kids think I'm losing my mind.
And Mike Paranormal also commented too. They're stoked for Saturday at the Ross House. They're going to be joining us this Saturday.
Okay.
I think they're coming all the way from Atlanta. Is what they said.
You were kidding.
That's
Yeah.
great.
Holy cow. All the way from Atlanta?
Yeah, that's what they were saying.
Wow. Well, I got to stop rocking in my chair here, huh? I think I moved. Oh, dear. That's a distance.
Yeah, for sure.
Jeez. Where are these people? I mean, do they need a place to stay? I mean, do they know where they're staying? I can recommend hotels for after it's over.
Yeah, they said Northeast Georgia Helen is where they're from. They just commented right there.
See, I can't see what they're writing.
It says yes, Northeast Georgia Helen is where I guess where they're from.
Okay. What hotel are they staying at?
Lowe's Hotel. It says we're staying at the Lowe's Hotel or Lowe Hotel.
The where?
LOWE Hotel.
I ain't never heard of that.
Yeah, I don't know. Across from the Mothman Museum, it says.
That's cool.
Across from the Mafia Museum. Wait a minute, what's going on? Are they coming? Where are they going? Are they coming to our? They coming Saturday?
Yeah, they're supposed to be here Saturday. Mothman Museum isn't by. Yeah, it's not by Point Pleasant though. I'm glad you actually commented because that's not nowhere near.
No,
Ross
they need to
House, no.
stay in the St. Clairsville area. Because there's places down right. I mean, like Candlewood. There's places right near the mall area where their stand's not even close.
Yeah, Point Pleasant isn't nowhere near.
Yeah. Cancel that reservation.
Yeah.
Get closer. You need to get closer. Yeah, you're going to be really far out. You got time.
Yeah.
Listen to Mama Kuhn. I'm telling you. Now, how many you got coming of your team?
From that team, or are you talking about?
No, your team.
Oh, I think it's me, Phil, everybody except Hannah and April, I think.
Okay.
So Randall, our one camera guy. I don't know if Ryan and Kat are coming or not. You know, they do our camera stuff too.
Right.
I told them, and I wanted them to actually help with one of the groups, you know, because we're going to split up into groups.
Yeah.
But I'll have Ryan on the podcast tomorrow. So,
okay.
You know, I'll figure it out tomorrow.
Definitely.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, but anybody coming, I mean, you know, they need to get a little closer to hotel wise and just pick up something in the St. Clairsville area. St. Clairsville, Ohio is where they need to be. Okay. There's some hotels right there in the plaza in the mall area. It's very safe and they're only going to be like 7, 8, 10 minutes out.
Not bad.
Yeah.
Not bad at all. I will say this though: whenever we spent the night at the Ross house, those beds were comfy. Slept like a baby.
Yeah,
all but one.
Decently too.
Yeah. All but one. They're they should be. But there's one bed, that one bed in the Western room. That's an old spring mattress there.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's the room that Ryan and Kat were in. Yeah, I do.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah, me and Jen were in the Fred and Marie's room, and then Nadia had her cot in there with us too. So
is that right?
I slept pretty well, considering, you know, I'm a big guy and the bed's kind of small for me and Jen, but I slept pretty well.
Just a regular full-size bed, yeah.
It'll fit.
Yeah.
Mike's staying at the Comfort Inn, he said. That's Mike Mowry talking right now.
Mike Mowry, okay. Yeah, Mike, Comfort Inn is not too, it's near the St. Clairsville area too. You know, there's Candlewood, Comfort Inn. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think Troy and I will be just heading home right after that, since it's like an hour and 15 from us. So it's not
really.
Yeah.
Me and Jen will be staying.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think we're gonna actually come out probably around 4:30 if that works, Cindy.
Yeah, no, that's fine. No, that's totally fine. When you guys come in, well, we'll talk about it off camera. I'll have everything set up for you.
Okay.
You'll be all set up. You'll be good.
Awesome. I'm excited for this place. I think I'm just more excited just to meet new people. You know, I mean,
Oh yeah.
that's the great thing about this type of thing. Like, it's just you don't realize how big the paranormal community actually is until you're like, yeah, I never done this before, and it's just like,
Oh my gosh.
'cause, you know,
You know, shocking. It's shocking. I mean, the people that I'll sit there and when I haven't met them before, I'll ask. I said, "What do you do?" And they tell me, and I'm surprised. That really surprised. But it's good. I'm having right now. I'm having fun. Haven't met anybody bad. I mean, nothing.
yeah, and I always tell people too, it's just like, we all want to experience something whenever you go into a haunted house, but kind of also go in with low expectations, just because if nothing does happen, you don't want to get your,
Mhm.
because to me, it's
Right.
keeping during these investigations. And, there's been times where, like, even if I were to go to a place and nothing happens, I had a blast there because I'm hanging out with my friends and just looking around and, like,
Right.
scenery,
Oh.
it's really cool. It really is. And, it's always funny too because a lot of people kind of give me a weird look when I tell them what I do for a living. It's just like, yeah, my hobby is, trying to communicate with the, dead people, quote unquote. But my career.
Well, I'll tell you a funny little story. Okay. Now I meet up my girlfriends. Now they're like 70, 72 years old, 73, big group of us, right? We meet out, we go out, we have dinner, different places. And they'll say, "Well, what have you been doing, Cindy?" I go, "Well," tell them, I said, "Well, I got I say Ghostbusters to them. And I'll say, "I got the Ghostbusters coming in." They'll go, "Yeah, Ghostbusters, huh, Sin?" I go, "Yeah, Ghostbusters." They go, "So what do you do?" I says, "Well, we try to find ghosts." And then my one friend, Becky, she'll turn her head and she'll say to her other friends, "There's one strange one in every group." And then they just totally change the subject. They just don't get it. They don't want anything to do with it.
Yeah.
And when I tell them things that I have found, they get very uncomfortable with it. Very uncomfortable. But they're my buddies, These are the girls that I hung out with.
Yeah. And it's weird though to add on to that, like a lot of my family, a lot of my friends who are not even into this type of thing, they don't get freaked out or anything. At the most, it actually intrigues them. And then they tell a story of like what happened, like their own experience. I'm like, damn, you don't seem like the type of person that would be into this type of thing. I mean, my one friend, she's a bartender at Bob's Garage, which is right in Harmer. She mentioned that her and her boyfriend live in this house, and they encountered a ghost, so they had to kind of tell it to politely piss off, But just
Uh-huh.
meeting them, you would not think that they ever would encounter stuff like that. But it can happen to the most regular of people.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I hadn't said anything, but because I really need clarity.
Yeah.
But in February, there's going to be a gentleman by the name of Aiden coming in with Saloon Media. And he is going to be doing a documentary that's going to be on the Travel Channel.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, yeah. So he's going to do the barn and the Ross house, and he's going to do Christian's place. And then he's going to do a little street thing. We're asking people on the street what they think of living in Blair. It's called My Haunted Hometown or something like that. I'm not quite sure of the title of it, but he's bringing the film crew down for 2 days.
Wow.
Yeah. So you know what? This is like February 7th or 8th.
Yeah.
I have to lose 50 pounds by then.
That's not a lot of time.
I'm like, oh my God, All
Well, there's
right.
a lot of stuff in the area because I mean, you got Ross House, you got Bel Air House, you got Mansville.
Yep.
Even that museum that Steve Hummel runs.
Didn't he?
I know
Did he
all-
move it? Isn't it? Didn't he just move it again?
I think I did hear that. Yeah.
I want to go. I wanted to go over there.
I've never been in it. Jen has, but I've never been in it before.
Yeah, I would like to. I would like to go see it and talk to
Mhm.
him. He was at my place one time.
Oh, okay. That's cool.
Yeah, and
Well, have
actually,
you had Paranormal Quest been there before or no?
I did. I did. In
Okay.
fact, Kristen brought over Paranormal Quest to my place when I was having issues, and then they came a few more times after that. Yeah,
Okay.
it was
Tina
neat.
just said Archive of the Afterlife is what it was called.
Oh,
She said they're looking
Yes.
for a new location.
nice.
Yeah, I would love to go over there.
Oh yeah, yeah. I'm excited too because Moundsville is one of my favorite places to go to now. You know,
Mhm.
for obvious reasons. Sean knows because and they're dating now. The girl, she's one of the tour guides there, and
Okay,
plus that place is just amazing. So,
it
yeah.
is. I took a tour in there.
Well, I have connections. You know,
I didn't
Yeah,
do
we're
the
going-
I didn't do the paranormal investigation, but I did do a tour when I had some company come in town. Are they open now?
Who, Moundsville?
No, not yet. They started taking reservations again because we actually just booked a private. I think it's in June, Phil. Is that what it is? Do you remember what the date is that we're going to Monsville again?
Oh, June 27th.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah. So because they just opened up the reservations for this year, so we just booked that. But
I'm really pumped. I miss that place. It's
Mhm.
yeah, I think out of all the places, and honestly, I'm a bit biased, but I do think that place is one of my favorite places.
Tina just said nights open in March, days open in April. She just said
April?
that now.
Okay.
Yeah.
What
Awesome.
about just regular tours?
I don't know if those are the regular tours or I don't know.
It's always
probably-
fun. We went down there. I did a regular tour, and then went down to the marina to eat.
Okay.
You know, that's always neat.
Mhm. Yeah, I like Monsville in general. I like the area over there.
Mhm.
I've been going there, like even for their haunted house, that they do during October. I used to go there all the time.
Yeah.
Very unique haunted house. A lot of gimmicks and stuff, like you ride in a coffin and everything, and
Really cool.
stuff like that. That's really cool.
Oh yeah,
Oh my.
yeah. I think the coffin part's one of my favorites, just because I just think they're really comfy. So
It seems comfy. Oh.
I know it's weird. It sounds really weird saying that.
Oh my God.
Now, see, doing the paranormal stuff and then having the escape room. Have you actually ever thought about doing like a haunted house attraction?
No.
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 Because that's like me, Phil, Troy, like all of us come. That's how we all know each other. We used to work for Scarehouse. And,
Is that right?
Yeah, so we've always been into haunted houses and that too. And I know, even talking about Paranormal Quest, I know a lot of them they worked for the haunted house in Monsville too.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Huh. I'll be darned.
Here
No, I
comes
thought,
Jen.
didn't
Cindy's
David
on,
move-
Jen. Jen just came in the door. Say hi to Cindy. Cindy's on.
Hey, Jen.
Yeah.
Where's she at?
Here, come on this side. She's creeping over here.
Oh, she's creeping. She don't have to creep. I look like crap myself. So if she's not made up or something, she's always made up. I don't. Oh, to be young.
You look fine. You look fine.
Look like ass.
Jennifer,
Hello.
how you doing, my dear?
Hey.
I was just at Trader Joe's, and I was actually just sitting in my car for the last 20 minutes.
Why?
Cindy's our surprise guest.
I was
because-
drinking my coffee. I didn't want to have to get out in the cold.
No,
this
I don't
live?
blame you.
Yeah, we're
It's
live.
ridiculous.
But yeah, the people from the UK, I don't know if they got their time zone mixed up or what. They never showed up. So I was like, anybody wants to come on?
Oh.
I sent Cindy the link. She said she'd come on. So
Well, we'll see you in a couple days.
I know. We'll have
All right,
some fun.
We will. Are you gonna stay for like the whole time? I hope. Or at
Oh
least-
yeah. No, I'll
Okay.
stay. I'll stay until it's over. Yeah.
Okay. Awesome.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna go put cold stuff away.
All right. Take care. See you in a couple.
Okay.
Bye. That's so funny.
Tina said the day tours start in April.
Yay.
She said, if you come back, ask for Tina.
Ask for Tina.
Excellent.
Wait a minute, Tina. Didn't I have her before? I think she might have been my guide.
Yeah.
Okay.
She got long, like strawberry blonde hair.
Mm-hmm.
I did.
Tina Connor. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Very nice.
Oh yeah, she's a sweetheart.
Yeah. Good for you.
Well, thank you.
Nice girl.
I'm an extremely lucky guy. So.
And she's a lucky girl.
Oh, stop. Yeah, I got extremely lucky with her. She's amazing.
All right.
Plus,
Well, this is good. I'm looking forward. This is the first public that I've had for quite a while.
Okay.
So I am looking forward to it. And plus new people,
Oh heck yeah.
coming.
Yeah,
I don't know anybody. I mean, I really don't know because you'll have to tell me who's coming.
Yeah, I mean, I have a list. If you want me to send you the list too, I could.
Yeah,
I could do
send
that.
me a list because I want to see if
Okay.
it's anybody that's been there before, if it's new people.
Which Mike, obviously, Mike's going to be there.
Yeah, Mike.
don't-
Yeah, Mike's been there.
I don't know if you know. Do you know Jenny Lynn? Has she ever came? She used to work for Hillview.
Jenny.
Yeah, long dark brown hair. She's like a little short. Really cool. I don't even like.
Those are the only two I think you might know. I don't know.
She might have been there before. I'd have to. I'm very good at faces, not good at names.
Mm-hmm.
Until I know them about 2 or 3. They've been there a couple times, then I get it. You know what I mean? I'll remember. But one time, I'll remember your face, but I won't remember your name.
You know what's really funny? Just how you mentioned that, Cindy. Like every person that I encounter in my life, like they always remember me for some reason. I don't know how it is. Like I'm terrible with names, like you mentioned.
Mm-hmm.
I'd have to a bunch of times or talk face, but every time like I run into somebody I've met once, like man, how the heck did you remember that?
I don't know. I don't know how they do it either. When I was an executive host in a casino, I had 350 people that I took care of, right? And we had phones that would tell us where everybody is sitting.
Oh,
so I could actually go up, I could call them by name, and I could look on my phone for who's there and, and all their information. And it was a lifesaver. I mean, after a while, I got to know them. And a lot of the ones that I traveled with and took places, you get to know them. I don't need it. But from some of the new people, yeah. It's a little, it was a lifesaver. But I always remembered their face. There would always be something like that I would remember.
Did you like working there?
I was in the casino business for 46 years.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah, I retired, full retirement.
Wow.
Yeah, that was long enough.
Now, is that by Bel Air or where's the casino at?
Well, no. I worked at the Wheeling Casino for years. Left, and I went to Vegas. I worked at Caesar's Palace for many years. Then I came back, went back to Wheeling, and then from Wheeling, I had the Meadows kept wanting me to come up there because they were building the casino up there. So I spent my last 12 years up at the Meadows.
Okay.
In Washington, PA. That's where I retired from.
Okay.
Now, where are you from? Where are you originally from?
Bel Air.
Okay, so you're from Bel Air.
From Bel Air. I left Bel Air when did I leave Bel Air? 1980. I left.
I was born in 81, so I wasn't even born yet.
Yeah.
-6.
Yeah. You wasn't even born yet. Oh my gosh. Anyhow, yeah, I'm old. But but I stayed out. I went from 1980, came back to the Ohio Valley in 1996.
Okay.
Yeah. But stayed in the casino business the entire time. That's all I knew.
Hey.
That's all I knew was that business and being a casino host and a lot of traveling.
Hey. Now, do you like traveling?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Certain trips I enjoyed, certain trips I did not enjoy. It just depend on the people that went and
yeah.
you know, how they acted. I mean, some people have more money than they got brains. So, you know, and some people, you know, a couple times in Vegas, I ended up leaving them, you know.
Hey,
Yeah. They
that's
get
just
in trouble. They're on their own. Missed the car, you know, they know when the car's leaving for the airport, you're on your own.
oh man.
So, did you meet any famous people doing that?
Oh, I met quite a few famous people living in Vegas. I did, you know, I mean, I can remember when I worked at Caesar's Palace, I would go into what's called Cafe Roma, and I'd just go have my dinner to start off my night. And I can remember sitting down talking to Red Skeleton quite a few times.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
That's cool.
yeah, Red Skeleton. Oh my gosh, Tom Selleck, and
Oh wow.
yeah, yeah, a lot of them. They'd come in there, and most of them were nice. Some of them were not so nice. Diana Ross, I could, you know, it's a shame she has that last name, right?
a little bit.
She was not, definitely was not one of my favorites.
Yeah.
I got some funny stories on Willie Nelson and his crew.
Tell me you smoked with Willie Nelson before.
Oh my God.
I spoke to Willie Nelson a few times, yes.
Definitely be like a bucket list thing.
You know, that guy, like, he's looked the same for the past 20 years. You know, Willie Nelson.
He was born wrinkled, okay? He was born a wrinkled little man. Oh, yeah. But I'll tell you, he took care of his people. He had some big ass cowboys. They'd come in to set up that stage and everything. They were big boys. I'm talking 6'5", 6'8", and they could put those drinks back like you wouldn't believe. Yeah, they were something. They were rowdy. You know, a couple times they got kicked out. They had to go over to the MGM to stay.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
yeah.
That
Big
bad.
boys, big rowdy boys. They're young and they're having maybe a little bit too much fun.
Yeah.
You know. But it was good times, a lot of good memories.
That's awesome too. That's
Never been to Vegas. I know Phil has, but I've never been there.
No?
my thing is with Vegas, it was fun, but it wears you out. Oh, does it wear you out? I mean, after day, because I went there for a week for my buddy's bachelor party. By day 4, I was ready to come home.
Really?
Well, you know what? I liked it, but I think it was overwhelming because, you know, living here, you know, we have all the things you need, but they're not like grabbing a hold of you. With Vegas, it's like you have no choice but to come to here. That's just how I viewed it. You know, it was everything was like times 10 there, you know, and you can lose money faster than you could blink.
Oh, you got to get off the strip. See, that's tourist, right? So, but when you go to Vegas, when I go to Vegas, number one, I always go in June.
Yeah.
Because my son's a professional poker player.
Yeah.
And when I go, I usually always go because he's in Vegas for 2.5 months doing the World Series of Poker. And they're also filming a reality show at the same time. So the ACR pros have this mansion they stay in. So, and then Robert takes good care of me in Vegas. So I go out there, he sets me up in a place and gives me food, but I don't gamble myself. So I go have fun, you know, and just, you know, visit my friends, have lunch with my friends and get caught up with everybody.
So did you ever gamble?
No. No,
That's
I am
crazy.
not a
That's
gambler.
crazy. That's crazy. You worked in a casino that long and you never gambled.
Yeah, somebody being a bartender who doesn't drink, you know.
Well, I might gamble $100, right? If I gamble $100, that's it. That's all. I won't go anymore. Yeah, I'm not. You know, your safest game is poker. Okay, that's it. That's your safest game.
Oh yeah, it's funny how we're mentioning gambling. I don't know if you've ever seen National Lampoon's Vegas Vacation with Chevy Chase. He goes with Randy Quaid, his brother-in-law, to a different type of gambling where they do like rock paper scissors gambling and
right.
Guess the wrong number, number, and they keep losing the whole time. And it's all funny that they were renting from Randy Quaid's trailer park yard. It's like, oh yeah, this is $20, or this is like $200. I sold one of my kidneys, so they decided to go like blow it all and pay like flip the coin.
Well, when you go out to Vegas, you got to go see other things. You have to get off the strip.
Mhm.
Okay, you just have to. You have to go do things. There's so much to do out there, and and when I used to take people out, I'd tell them, I said, listen, we're going to do Vegas, but we're also going to do some other stuff because, I want you to lose your money at a slower rate.
Yes.
So, and I said, and you got to trust me. So I set them up in a hot air balloon ride, a sunrise hot air balloon ride. It was absolutely great. Took them clear out in the desert to this ranch where we had some fun out there. There's a gold mine. This old man bought a gold mine one time, turned it into a true gold mine by having all these things that people can do out there, ride horses and, go into the mine part. And yeah, we have a good time. They get to see things they never did before.
You ever been to the Zach Bagans Museum out there?
I did go. Yeah. Yeah, I did. It was very interesting.
Yeah.
Very, very interesting. Yeah. And I'm not sure, but I kept trying to remember back, and I was asking my girlfriends who live in Vegas. I think that used to be an old doctor's office building, if I'm not mistaken. But I gotta, they're trying to think back too, when we were younger and when we go down that way. But yeah, I think it might have been a doctor's office.
Well, I know there's supposed to be some
big.
type of history to the building. I think something in the basement. If they had like satanic things going on down there or something. I know, like if you look up the history of it, you can find out what it is. But I know something supposedly happened in that building. That's why he picked that building, I guess. At least according to rumor. I don't know if it's true or not. But.
Could have. There's when I was there, and I don't know if it was really happened or if the woman was a paid actor to be there, but there was a woman behind me who fainted.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And they came and they took her out. But, but sometimes, like a lot of the shows, in Vegas, there's paid actors in the audience.
Yeah.
Okay.
Where I think it was George Wallace who had a thing where he was giving away jewelry. And yeah, he gave away jewelry to his family, right? So anyhow, but I don't know if she was or not, but it was interesting.
Okay.
I had a good time.
Hey,
See, we went to when we were in Pigeon Forge, or I think it was Pigeon Forge. They have like an Alcatraz museum, and they have some stuff like kind of like similar to like the serial killers, like how like Zach has the Kevorkian van and stuff like that.
Oh, he does. Now that is creepy.
But they have a lot of stuff like that in that museum. Like they have like John Wayne Gacy's clown suit and like stuff like that. Like they have a serial killer section of that. I thought that was pretty cool and like interesting.
Yes. Yes. Well, if you ever go to Vegas, go in June and I'll tell you where to go.
Okay.
I'll help you out there.
We were supposed to actually me, Jen, Ryan and Kat were actually right now in January originally talking about going for like a week, and we were gonna go to like the Goldfield and like the Clown Motel and all them different touristy haunted places out there, but it never happened. I mean, we have too much just going on right now.
Yeah,
but hopefully
it's a good time. It's a good time. I mean, I always enjoy myself, and I usually stay 5 days. It's never enough, only because I like to meet up with all my friends and my just have fun. But I never stay on the strip. When I go, I usually just book out. I head off the strip every time.
Oh heck yeah! It's funny because like mentioning the Zach Bagans museum. Whenever I went there for a party, like we Al Capone museum, which was really cool. And then I kept bringing up the whole Zach Bagans thing, and my one buddy was like, "Yeah, we could definitely go to it." Well, I decided I was going to try to book it on Friday, but it was Friday the 13th. It didn't click. It didn't click in me that Friday the 13th.
No. Probably sold out.
Yeah, oh yeah, dude. I wasn't like mad or anything. It was my fault, but it was sad. Like waited that freaking long at the very last minute, the day before I decided to go home, which was on Saturday. But it's as long as they don't move it or anytime soon, and if I ever decide to go
Oh
back.
no, it's there for good. I mean, he's got a heck of a business there, but it is interesting. It's everybody should go in it.
Oh,
I mean, because there's some cool stuff in there. I mean, you don't have enough time because you have a tour guide to really read everything and look it over. But he did it right, I'll tell you. I mean, he gets a bad rap, but a lot of the locals really do like him.
And you know what? That's really weird too. Like how you just mentioned, he gets like a bad rep.
Mhm.
Some people are not going to do things when you're gonna like. It's just how it is. It's.
I know a lot of people have mixed feelings about him. I've always liked him. I mean, I think he's entertaining. I mean, I'm not going to be one of these people that fronts and's like, oh, you pretty much probably how you got involved or started watching the paranormal probably was because of him. Because Ghost Adventures is pretty much what set
Right.
it off for everybody.
Yep.
Oh yeah, Ghost Adventures. Ghost Hunters, Ghost Nation, and all those
Paranormal
guys.
State was like an original too, but
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. What was the first ever aired paranormal show? Was it Ghost Hunters or was it?
no, I think it was actually that Fear that was on MTV.
Oh, I forgot.
Really?
I think so. I'm not 100% sure about that, but I think that was like one of the first paranormal shows that was ever on TV that I can remember.
Oh, okay. Huh.
Yeah,
I remember my
Which I-
kids watching that when they were
Mhm.
younger. But I never really paid much attention to it. But I remember my
Well-
son saying, "Mom, you don't want to watch this. You'll get scared." Now I'm in the business.
Well, see, the thing is though, like with some of these shows like Fake and Shit, one of the thing I knew about like that from going there now, obviously, was Monsville. They went to Monsville and they're like, oh, it's out in the middle of nowhere. Well, no, it's not. It's in the middle of a town. Like I've been to
Yeah.
numerous times.
Yeah, it
it's not in
is.
the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
Anytime like you see some type of show and they're like lying about something, like you lose credibility with me. Now it's like I don't believe you about a lot of shit now,
Oh yeah. Yep. It's and I tell everybody that comes to the Ross house, I can't guarantee anything. I
Yeah.
mean, I'm not these spirits mamas. I can't say you better show up, But and whatever is caught, I post. And I post the boards all the time. And I don't add anything to the boards. I'm not faking nothing in the house. It is what it is.
Yeah.
And that's how I have to roll. I have to keep everything honest, just totally honest.
Yeah, and to backpack off of that, I'd rather have a night where nothing goes on than a night where you think things are happening and things aren't. It's just I don't know.
Debunked.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Tina said they also painted fake shadows that Fear show when the
Fake shadow. Wow.
yeah.
Man, I missed them.
That's awful.
Imagine like
Yeah.
us making here's a little pretty little shadow. Here's a little shadow for you too. That's a shame though. The fact that you have to do that, it's because
Yeah.
being a paranormal investigator, you're gonna have nights where nothing's gonna happen, and that's okay. But of course, if you have like a YouTube channel, you want to entertain the guests, and all that stuff too. So you'll kind of, add on to it. But
I think that's part of the problems with like network shows is
Oh,
like
absolutely.
they need content, they want content, they're gonna get their content no matter what,
Yeah,
like at least with like a YouTuber or something, at least an honest YouTuber, you'll get the raw footage. It won't be something fabricated because a lot of these people can't fabricate the stuff. Like they don't have the production or the budget to do something like that,
Right. Yeah. Yeah. That's, you got to, I don't know. But I know there's a lot of pressure, and
Yeah.
on people, especially on these network shows, and a lot with editing. Oh my gosh, the editing, is crazy. I give you, for instance, I did an interview where I talked on with one of these, the paranormal investigators, and they evidently I got long-winded And I went on, and they started cutting it to where it sounded like what I was saying that happened. It happened in the Ross house, but they had it on with it happening in the store. Okay. And the editing was so mixed up on it. I mean, it's crazy, but it's all because of editing,
Yeah.
But
Now, did they send it to you to like get it approved first, or they just put it out?
no. No. No, they did not. But I mean, it is what it is. So, I really haven't. I've had some people do, the YouTube thing, and I'm okay with that. I've really haven't had any issues, except for that one where the editing made it look like the activity was happening in where it wasn't. But
Yeah.
then I know sometimes I jabber on, so you cut out all the craziness or me getting off topic or whatever.
Fine.
Oh dear.
Yeah, I honestly think like one of my all-time favorite teams. I love the Foreman brothers, Paranormal Nightmare. Those guys are incredible. And
They were the ones that did the editing.
yeah,
That's another one.
I like them.
Yeah.
I don't know. It just I met Josh, or not Josh. I'm sorry, Sean at one of the conventions in Moundsville. Nice guy.
They are nice guys. Very nice guys. Yeah.
Yeah, it's.
I mean, I didn't.
Today's Sean's birthday. I think I know one of the Foreman brothers' birthday was today. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they because they grew up in a haunted house. It was really active, and they really wanted to help people, and that's why they do something to really, really help people too. And they do everything themselves. They record, they edit, they do everything. They don't have a production crew, from what I can tell. It's just them.
They don't have anybody.
I like that. I really do. I don't
Yeah.
know.
No, they do it. They do it all themselves, and three brothers all getting along. How about that?
Yeah, they get along really well. Like he's the oldest one. He's the quiet guy. Josh and Sean. Josh is I think he's the most chattiest one, and Sean's. I could tell he gets very sensitive about stuff too. He gets very freaked out by a lot of things, but they're all really, really close. And yeah, they grew up in Greenville, Ohio.
Oh, really?
Yep. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yep. And
Bill's over here stalking them.
Right? No, because watching a YouTube video of them too, and there was a really emotional night for all three of them where they were talking with a malevolent spirit, and the S-Box brought up the word swinger, and that was the road that they grew up on, and it was really hitting them personally. And Josh was getting kind of emotional, and they kind of all just went quiet to it because this thing was really trying to get into like the whole nitty gritty of their life.
Wow.
I guess the haunted house that they grew up was bad, and they just had themselves, the three of them, and they really want to help people. So they do it for different reasons compared to most people want to see if they can capture anything. Like they'll use like prayer to help push anything out that's tormenting people. Because I've watched interviews with them, and some of their like customers are just like so like emotionally stressed from what they're going through.
Wow.
Not every single case is gonna be a success. Things don't happen overnight.
Right.
They really care about these people that they're trying to help too, which is amazing. And they just seem like really sweet people. I mean, I definitely.
They are. They're very what's the word? Rocky's quiet.
Yeah.
Okay. But you could tell the brain he's thinking. Rocky's the thinker. I mean, always thinking. And then I get the other two mixed up. One's real scared, real skittish. He's like me.
Oh, that's not Sean. Not you, Sean.
Okay. And then he got scared up there in the store. He was freaked out. And then and the other one's quiet and like has a stare. Like when he's talking to you, he just has a stare. When he's interviewing you. And but they're all nice guys. I mean, I didn't have no trouble with them. They were cool. I liked them.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Jeanette said something about the Gill House in Galion, Ohio. You ever heard of that place?
I have not been there. I mean, to be honest, anybody who might be watching, I have not investigated any place other than the Blair House. And
Oh,
I've only
really?
been in there just for a short period of time, a couple times, you know. Yeah. I mean, I maybe someday I might investigate. I
Yeah.
don't know. You know, I don't know. I get spooked recently. I've been real
You never
spooked,
been
and
to the Bel Air house?
I've been in there, and Kristen invited me over for a public, and I went over there, and I was probably there for maybe 45 minutes, and then I left. You know, I didn't want to
Okay.
interfere with what she had going on, and um, but no, I've not done a full investigation in there. No,
Okay. 'Cause I knew you were
Yeah,
friends with Kristen. That's why I was wondering.
yeah.
How do you know Kristen?
Well, how I know her is years and years ago, she had a piece of furniture that she wanted to sell.
Okay.
And my dad and my brother went down there and was looking at it, right? And they told me that she has this house, right? And I went with them, but that was so many years ago. I mean, years and years ago. And I don't think she might. I don't even think she was doing uh, the tours yet
Okay.
back then. But
Was the
they
piece of
told me
furniture
about
from the
her.
Bel
I
Air
knew
house?
about her, but I didn't know her back then.
Okay.
You know. Um, but yeah, that's how I the first time I met her. But then I never really talked to her again for a long, long time.
Yeah, because I think I like heard about you in the Ross house from Kristen originally. First time I ever
Yeah.
met you was at Hillview, but yeah, I think she told us about the
Well,
Ross
she
house.
was instrumental, very instrumental in helping me actually decide to open up the house for
Okay.
full-time investigations. Because what happened was when Escape Zone was there, when things were going on, I knew the only way that I was going to keep help is if I knew how or had somebody come in and explain what's going on in the house.
Yeah.
Okay, because everybody was getting scared. And so I called Kristen and she said, well, let me get a team together. And she did. And she came down and she helped me. And just little by little, things started, and she'd tell people to come on down and things like that. So that's how I actually got started, was through her, telling people about the house. But I'd always do it after we were done with our games. Okay, so it would be like 11 o'clock. And then her son's into music, and I let them come in and do some filming and videoing in the rooms, for their for what, her boy does and everything.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah. So she became a friend that way, and a mentor with, you know, with this type of thing.
That's awesome.
Yeah, yeah. I just talked to her today for the first time in a while. It's been a while since I actually got to talk to her. But normally, I mean, she's busy. I mean, so busy, and then what I do is I help Rick out a couple days a week, and then I paint furniture.
Hey,
So, yeah,
awesome.
have some fun.
Yeah.
Now, have you ever thought about doing any like Ouija boards or anything, painting some of that type of stuff? Because it'd be furniture and paranormal related.
No, what painting a Ouija board on furniture?
That'd be kind of, not gonna lie.
No.
I mean,
Yeah,
there might be a
usually
market for it for you running a paranormal place,
I have a couple pieces in the house right now that are for sale.
Yeah.
Okay, I have a piece called Scully. All right, I think you saw Scully, where I did decoupage on the face of it, and then I have another piece in there at the moment. It looks real good in my one room. It's called Sir Philip. You'll see it when you go in there. But I normally paint just I restore furniture. Okay. So that's it's just a little fun side thing that I enjoy doing. You know, and spoiling the grandkids. So
They'll be happy.
yeah. Oh yeah. Hanging out with my friends. You know, cookouts.
Yeah. Did Troy ever buy that one dining room set?
No, I don't think he did. No.
He was talking about that actually the other day.
Yeah.
I think he was
Yeah.
still trying to get it. Yeah.
I saw his name was off of it after a while. So
That's great. Yeah, that antique store, I love it there.
yeah, it's a little empty at the moment.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sales have been good.
That would be a cool place to have like a big party in, you know, just as long as no one gets rowdy, you know, kind of boost up activity a little
Me
bit.
and Jen go to a lot of the antique stores. We actually were just at we went to the Fleet Teak, which is kind of by us, and then we went to the one out in Irwin too. It's owned by the same company or whatever. We were
Nice.
just there on this past weekend. Yeah.
How many rights crosses does she own now?
Trying to see how many are in this room right now.
Crosses?
She owns the last rights crosses. You know,
Oh,
like
wow.
there's I think 4 in here, 3 in here.
Damn.
How many? She said she has a bunch in her room too.
Oh, I thought she said 10. I was like, holy crap.
What'd you say, Jen? She has a casket cross too, one that's from a casket.
Really? Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, we look for that type of stuff too, like funeral stuff and all that.
Right.
There's a store actually over in Castle Shannon, which is kind of in our area. Phil, you probably know where it is.
Oh, your brother lives.
Yeah, my brother lives over that way. But they have like a back room and they have all this weird stuff from you know, caskets or embalming stuff and all that type of stuff they sell there.
I have a rosary hanging in my room. I keep it hanging up.
Nice.
Yeah, but that's the only thing.
I don't really have much going on in my apartment. My walls are pretty bare, and I've been living here for like 5 years now. So I should probably get something.
White walls, all white walls.
Yeah.
Well, a woman could take care of that.
Yeah, it's I don't know.
You got like a bunch of skulls in that, though, don't you?
Oh yeah, I can actually
not like real skulls, but yeah.
Oh no.
I know you like collect skulls or whatever. Skulls of his victims.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah, it's yeah, little collection. Nothing like other people's collection, but I'm cheap and I need to watch my money. So want to get too crazy. I'm trying to really watch what I'm doing this year because I'm trying to rebuild my savings account since I had to use a lot of that to help do this stuff. So yeah, slowly building it up. Just trying to adopt a much more minimalistic mindset when it comes to spending. It's not easy. It's not easy.
I know.
Oh, God, it's it's like some of these places that we investigate. You're like, all right, it's going to cost this much. I'm like, oh, I want to do it, but it's like, damn it. Then
it adds up.
Oh yeah, like I'm going to Tampa in March for my cousin's bachelor party, and I already bought my flight for like $380. And then I got to give him $220 because we're staying in an Airbnb, and then we're going to be eating there, of course. So it's like already going to probably be like $600, $700 that I've spent everything: flight, Airbnb, and food. But it's just
you got to use those credit cards wisely to get your free flights.
Funny how you mention that too, because I paid off my Capital One card months ago. And then I canceled it. I didn't want to do it anymore. I was tired of paying the interest and just waiting forever just to put little by little, And yeah, I'd rather just use my debit card just to book the flight and call it a day.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's I don't know. I still have the damn thing in my wallet though. You just can't use it. It's just to remind me, yeah, don't do this again. Nothing to say, it's not bad using a credit card, but I just don't really want to have to.
Did you have any mileage on that?
Barely. Yeah.
Really?
Well, you know what? Come to think of it, I did. But I even like the girl that was helping me out over the phone was wondering if I wanted to redeem anything. I'm like, just get rid. Nah, I just want to cancel it all. Just start out. You know,
Yeah.
it was more pain than it's worth. I know my one buddy would probably end up like putting me in the ass because he was the one that talked me into it, and I would specifically use it to go to Vegas, which I did for most of the stuff I did there. But then
Right.
sometimes you just forget that it's there, and you're like, holy crap, interest is like adding on. Now I keep throwing more money in there that I didn't want it to before.
I use my Southwest credit card for everything.
Yeah.
And I usually get a couple free flights every year.
That's awesome.
I always use it on Vegas. Run out, to go out there and everything.
Because I think certain apps that if you like download certain apps for certain flights, and if you keep booking through them, I think you can eventually get a free flight unless I'm losing it. I don't know. Wow.
Good.
I guess I'll find out the more I travel.
Oh yeah. Well, I sure hope that Saturday is the spirits are willing to talk like they have been the last few days. And
I really do.
Yeah.
Well,
We'll have some fun.
Yeah, I'm glad you could come on. A little surprise guest.
Yeah. And if anybody out there, if some of these people, tell them that they need to book a hotel room in St. Clairsville. That's what they need to do. They need to get away from wherever, because you never know what the weather's going to be like too.
Oh yeah.
So, I mean,
so far I think it's just supposed to be cold, because I was looking and it didn't look like there's any snow or anything, which is good.
Okay. Well, if any of your team gets stuck, I have 2 spare bedrooms in my house. So, for your team members, if somebody wants to come and stay, they're more than welcome.
Awesome.
Okay. Thank you. Appreciate that.
Yeah.
We gotta do another official podcast where you're actually announced as our guest. Actually would be pretty cool. Maybe even do it live from the Ross house or something. If you
we could do that. Definitely do that. Well, I'll do a walk around even if you want to do something like that.
That'd be pretty cool.
Okay.
All right. Well, we'll see you Saturday. Thanks for coming on.
Yeah.
All right. Take care. All right. Bye-bye.
Good night. Wow. Kind of worked out, right?
So I guess that'll be it for us. Make sure you guys tune in tomorrow. We have Ryan O'Shea on tomorrow. He helps us out a lot, does a lot of our camera stuff. Make sure you tune in for that episode, and good night, folks.
Hell yeah. It was awesome hanging out with everybody. And for everyone who's going to be there at the Ross house, we look forward to hanging out with you guys. And like Cindy said, hopefully something happens. So
make sure you tune in for that. We'll have some lives, probably TikTok, probably Facebook.
Sweet.
So
I got a TikTok account too.
Nice.
I fell into the hole. So now I'm one of those people. And I didn't realize, well, I should have realized that you have to have at least 1,000 people following you before you can start going live. So I'm just like randomly following people and all that shit, just so I can do live. And I'm excited.
All right. Well,
cool.
Man. All right. Well, tune in tomorrow, guys.
Peace.
Thanks for watching. And don't forget, you can find us here, and here, and here. Don't forget, everybody needs a little bump in the night.